track that a record label has a great deal of confidence in, and they're hoping that buying it some bots will get it to the next level, right? So as you could see, this is what they're doing. You could see for the first month, it only had 7 mil. Next month, 6 mil, 8 mil. Next month, 30, 46, 49. And I guarantee this number will only go up because they're really, really, really pushing this record. And this is what you call a record label giving a track a massive push. Now, here's another example. And looking at the chart just off rip, most people wouldn't say, like, just looking at the chart itself, that anything really looks wrong here. But when you actually look at the numbers, you could see that in the first 2 days this track came out, it caught 5 million streams, right? 5 million streams in the first couple of days. And then, but just look at the next days. 54,000 that day, 51,000, 37,000. Then it never recovers. It never recovers. And what this is an example of, this is an example of a record label saying, okay, we think he might have one. We think he might have one. Let's throw some money at it out the gate, boost it by a couple million, and hopefully it catches on. Because if it does catch on, you would normally see, and what I've seen is if it does catch on, they'll throw more money at it. But it's at this point where the record label needs to ask himself a question, and that is, do we keep throwing money? How much faith do we have in this record? Really is what it comes down to. Are we going to keep throwing money at it? Or are we going to say, fuck it, this is a bust, and put that money somewhere else? And that's obviously what happened here, because the first couple of days it did 5 mil, and then you could see they gave up on it, right? They gave up on it. Now, this chart is not as obvious as the last one, but in my video, I'm going to show a lot of different variables and examples, and then I'm going to get back to Not Like Us and Family Matters. Now, I'm going to tell you out the gate right now, Kendrick Lamar uses bots 100%, but so does Drake. I think most of these guys are using bots, but it's not really about that. It's about establishing if he used bots on this track for the video I'm doing. And like I said, if someone had a gun to my head and said, does Kendrick use bots? I'd say absolutely. And I'll pinpoint and show you where he started. Because it's obvious when you look at an album like Mr. Morale, he didn't use bots on that. Just look at the chart. The numbers are very organic. He did not use bots for that album. But when
dun, 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 dun. They bought like us. They bought like us. They bought like us. Dun, 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 dun. They bought like Nah, man, all seriousness, man. Buenos dias. Good morning to y'all on the side of the globe. No grace. That's what's up. No grace coming in. But all seriousness, first off, shout outs to What's the Dirt, man. That's some extreme research. Shout outs to What's the Dirt. Love him, I hate him. Y'all know the history with him. He had a long year. You know, he's very successful. I still gotta watch your J. Cole and Drake video. But shout outs to What's the Dirt. Glad you didn't decide to leave YouTube. You decided to keep going with your career. Because some of us appreciate you and appreciate your work. And this is another one right here. Some people not gonna like it, you know, but it is what it is. But this is my thing, and I'm gonna be realistically addressing this topic. Because he said some stuff. First off, this is some extreme research. So shout outs to What's the Dirt for this. But this is the thing here. Now, What's the Dirt in his segment, he said a lot of big artists use bots. I agree with that 1,000%. I do think that's true. I think the labels want to push this music. They have, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the numbers. They want to get paid. So I agree with that 1,000%. But I think the problem here is it being in a rap battle with diss records. So when people going to look back on this, they're going to say, well, because a lot of people use this argument, they say, well, Drake lost. Because to me, I'm going to tell you hands down, Family Matters is the best diss track. Not even close. And that's just me personally. I feel like Taylor Made was extremely underrated. Very creative. Mock for using ghostwriters. He used actual ghosts on the song, and Tupac and them would have been his favorite artist, and he was speaking from their perspectives. And you just look at the YouTube reaction compilation, like that song was fire. But I feel like y'all know sensitivity and all that ruined it. And push-ups. I feel like Drake was in his bag. Heart Part 6. I feel like Drake had no misses on this one. But at the same time, I feel like Kendrick had no misses. But if I'm saying who diss tracks is better, Drake's hands down. And this is the thing with that one. Back to the point. This is the thing. So to me, Family Matters is number one. Now, if we talking about best songs, then obviously you got Like That and Not Like Us. But it's always gonna have that asterisk now, like people do with Drake. Oh, he's great, but he had ghostwriters. Even though with Drake, he writes for other people as well. People always gonna be stuck on he has ghostwriters. With this one, it's gonna be like, oh well, he had to bot to use it because you see the numbers went down. But people always gonna say, hey, well the song was still a hit and it was played worldwide by everybody. So it's like for every argument, it's gonna be a counter argument, but it's always gonna leave that argument there where, well, he did this, well, he did that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it does to this one. It really makes people look back because if your argument solely why you feel like Kendrick Lamar won, um, because of the success of Not Like Us, which was a good one for what it lasts. But now with all this evidence come out, it makes you think, whoa, hold on now. Wait, hold on now. It's like when people was talking about the Patriots, Bill Belichick cheating or whatever, and then people start looking different at the Patriots. That's like the situation here. It's going to be like, well, damn, did you really win? To me, I don't think he won regardless. But, that's my opinion. I realize it's not a popular one, even though some share it's not a popular one, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I think this just further helps me believe what I already knew and what I already felt regardless. That Drake won it. It just widens the bar even more why I feel like he won. But end of the day, I mean, like I said, shout outs to What's the Dirt. There's some great research. Glad to have you around on YouTube. People can debate how they want, discuss this how they want. Some people might not care. They might just be like, fuck it, it's not gonna change nothing for me. My mind is made up. Or some people just over the topic, burnt out with it, which I can understand that. Or some other ones might look like, damn, this kind of makes things look a little different. But it's all depend on your perspective, who you like, and what you mess with. Me personally, I have no ties to neither one of these guys. Both dropped the album. Right now, I'm gonna listen to Kendrick Lamar first. But if you add other guys in the mix like J. Cole and them, I'm gonna listen to Cole and probably Sean as well, Big Sean as well before them. But I'm gonna listen to Kendrick before I listen to Drake. But that don't mean I'm gonna sit there and sugarcoat of what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but if they both drop, I'm gonna enjoy their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, GNX was a banger. Like, it's probably only like 3 tracks on the 2 or 3 where I probably be like, he can skip past. But to me, I fuck with that tape heavy. But it just so happened Drake, you know what I'm saying, strategically coming with this lawsuit, then took all the attention off of it. You know what I'm saying? So the pettiness lives on. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, share, subscribe if we new. Make sure y'all tap in with What's the Dirt if y'all haven't already. And we out. We gone.